Good morning, folks. And I told you I may do a second episode, and I thought of it, like I'm not gonna make this a very long video. This is gonna be a brief video, and it's a retake on my most favorite fragrance of all time, Dior Homme Intense, as you can see from the title. Why did I decide to do this? Few reasons. First reason is I did this review before in Malaysia, up there in Genting Highlands. So I was up in the skies among the clouds. It was like a bit noisy and nature. So I was like, I'm not quite sure if I covered everything about it. And coming back to Bangladesh, I just, as you can see, my juice level is very, very down. And I used a lot of it actually since I got it. I think it's been like 1 year plus. I think got this in 2015, somewhere in the December. So yeah, I got this like over a year now. So the only mistake that I made, I'll tell you, only flaw in this fragrance is on my part. I should have gotten the 100 ml bottle, which is, it's like a big regret to me. Nowadays, I suggest to all the people, go for the 100 ml bottle. It's much more economical. Second thing is it's gonna serve you longer. And then even if you don't like the thing, you can split it. Someone asked me to split this juice with them because this is a 2014. Okay, 2014, not 15, 2014 formulation, and this is still the very good and decent batch. All right, this is definitely not the vintage. So the packaging, here's the packaging. As you can see, is the newer one. I think it says the pattern is a bit different. Here's your bottom, sides, here, back, and then it's the box a little bit enough because I carried this, used it a lot. There's the B, and then up there in the CD is one of the nicest looking bottles. I'll say this again, because it may sound funny to many of you, but many people don't know what this smells like, which surprised me. I thought people actually know this fragrance really well. So this one, it says Dior Homme Intense here. All right, and I gone for the Intense because Dior Homme actually doesn't have that power, even though it is the real classic. I may consider buying it because it's a bit more lighter and a bit more classy, elegant. This one is much more to the face and very strong and potent juice, right? And I really like the bottle design because look at it, just look at this, look at the juice color, look at the top, black, and the stem inside is the black, the heavy thick glass. I really love this. If I got the bigger bottle, it would be bigger, it will look much nicer. Bottom is your sticker and everything. I got this from Malaysia actually. So back is like this, very elegant looking bottle. The price is still pretty much around $100, give or take. You can in the States find it much cheaper. For 50 ml I paid actually less. So I think that the smaller bottle, it's not far from the 100 ml price. So I think you have to pay around 60, I'm not quite sure, 60 or yeah, around $60 to get this bottle. So there is 50 ml, 100 ml, and I think there's a 150 ml huge bottle. I'm not quite sure about that. So as I told you, my only regret is not getting a bigger bottle. Now even if I buy the newer formulation, it's not the same juice as this. All right, why is it not the same? Definitely longevity and projection, it's a different on the newer one, and the Dior actually is reformulating everything. That's the habit which I find a little bit annoying, to be honest. One of my favorite fragrance, Eau Sauvage Parfum, I think is being reformulated now. Thanks to Mr. Dan Norton for the heads up, which is very painful because that is in my list. So there's another version of this which is more amped up than this. All right, Dior Homme Parfum. That one I thought initially when I did my review, and you saw this in many of my lists, right? I said Dior Homme Parfum is a redundant purchase. If you have this, you don't need both. And I do change my mind on that. I'm gonna get Dior Homme Parfum. Why? Because when I tried Dior Homme Parfum recently in Bangladesh, one of the shops, the performance, this has good performance on the skin. Very decent lasting power. On the 7-8 hours it lasts on my skin. Dior Homme Parfum lasted me on the paper 7 days. In my wallet I kept that paper, and then it went 10 more days. It's like total 17 days it's lasted on the paper. That power is just crazy. I mean, the price you pay for Dior Homme Parfum, it's just go and buy the stuff if you can take the note of leather. That is a bit more serious version of this. This is a serious version of Dior Homme, right? There's also Dior Homme Sport, Dior Homme Cologne, Dior Homme, lot of these other Dior Hommes, right? So in the whole lineup, this is still my favorite smell wise. All right, there's Dior Homme Cologne, which smells really nice. I really love the juice color in the bottle, and I really dig the juice, but didn't last on me at all. Dior Homme Sport, same story. But this stuff really lasted, and I used it in the Malaysian weathers, hot weather, cold weather, night up there. I didn't care for the weather. So coming to the smell, people who didn't smell this, all right, this fragrance, when you smell this first time, you'll be surprised. It could be shocked as well. Here's your atomizer, by the way. It has details in here. Sprayer is really mind-blowing. I'll show you the sprayer. Okay, I hardly wear this juice. Just for the review's sake, I'm spraying. It sprays like very smoothly. It doesn't have any. It's the smoothest sprayer ever. You'll see. All right. I've been. I think I'm spraying this after months. And right away, oh, it blows me away every single time. Every single time. Okay. When you smell this first time on the skin, you won't get it. If you are used to general, like other fragrances, Versace Pour-Homme, Chanel Allure Homme Sport, Midnight in Paris, a lot of these other fragrances that you're familiar with, Acqua di Gio, La Male. This smells like nothing else. That's the first thing I'm telling you, because it's very difficult to describe the fragrance to someone who cannot smell it. I can smell it, I wish you could smell it. It's just, first time I sniffed this, when I started collecting, this was my second or third bottle, I think, yeah. And I blind bought this because of the hype. Everywhere in the community, people are Dior Homme Sport, Dior Homme Sport. End of 2015, you remember, Jeremy is like, this is high class parties, high class people wearing this, top 5, top 10, top 2. It was appearing everywhere. Best, complimented, best, lot of this sense. And I do agree, this one appeared in my list many times. Oof. More you sniff of this, more you fall in love with it. All right, first time you're gonna get is like little bit like poison, not in a bad way like rat killing poison or something. And I remember one weird funniest comparison. I think it was Sai Frag Boy Stewie, his girlfriend back then. I think what's her name, I forgot. Anyway, the girl, she said this smells like cooked carrots to her. She's like, that's her impression, blind sniff. And you can actually see that comparison because it smells sometimes like fruity carrot, very sweet, very sort of like a feminine kind of perfume. Yeah, first time you sniff it, you like, this lady's perfume. And it doesn't smell that have that manliness that you look for, the aggression. Oh, like make me smell like a man. This will be like, no, I'll make you smell like a very soft metrosexual man. This is a typical example of metrosexual. If you like La Nuit de l'Homme, you might like this. That is the kind of fragrance, but they're different kind of fragrance. So I would say on the opening there's very beautiful sweetness and something, like I'm not going to talk about notes because I didn't bring the notes with me. What is in it, you guys can see, I'll put it later on. But the smell I want to describe you, and it's like, it feels like, first of all, it's a lady's perfume. And if you open the lady's purse, I think someone said it already, you get the smell of makeup box or lipstick or something feminine that and very high class ones, like Chanel bag. If you open a Chanel bag, oh, I should have said something else, Chanel bag, Dior perfume. But yeah, imagine that, like a very high class bag. You open it and you smell the bag. Yeah, ladies, definitely ladies purse. And for those very high class people, this is what smells like, very high class. So I went, put it on my skin. I walked around the mall. I'm like, not quite sure, because that's not what I've been expecting, because I heard so much about it. I thought it would be like, much more than what I got. And I got something totally else. Like, really, I mean, poof. It was like, no, I was not quite sure. But the thing is, I trusted those reviewers and I bought it. I was like, let's go for the smaller bottle. That was my mistake. All right. This thing I kept using a lot of it. I went outside. My mama was like, this smells nice. What are you wearing? It's not her favorite, but she says it smells like very high class perfume. So thing is, if you're looking for something very high class, pay the buck and get this Dior Homme Intense. Try to get 2015 formulation, even the newer one. Go heavier on the spray. Nothing wrong with it. So this fragrance I wear in the parties. If I need some attention, I need something, I'm going formal dressing. Yes, this is not your everyday typical scent you wear. Hey guys, what's up? High hugs and stuff, and the people will be like, dude, what are you wearing? You're playing basketball. Why are you smelling like a lady's perfume? They might give you that. This one smells very, I mean, with the dry down, it gets better and better and better. It will go like a, oh, damn nice. It smells so lovable. It just sticks to your skin very nicely. It doesn't project beastly, but it does have nice projection, nice scent bubble around you. And the thing is, it has that good balance between the sweetness, little bit feminine, and somewhere it's not too feminine. All right. You might think this is too feminine, this is not too feminine. Definitely could be unisex, I think, because the leather note is not that amped up in this, all right? So this fragrance, I think it's for people who are a little bit mature nose. I think the younger folks, they will go some more ultra mall or more sweetness. There's sweetness in this, there's some florals in it, and there's definitely some, there is some sort of like a cacao or something, gourmandish feel that's coming from it. All right, definitely high class parties and winter, this works like a charm. So I save my sprays because I look for occasion to wear this. So I say Valentino Homme Intense and this, they're always my top picks. Sometimes I get tired of Valentino Homme Intense because it has that obvious, you know, there's this obvious thing to inside it. It's like made to like. This one keeps you guessing. Every time you wear it, you'll be dazzled by it. That's where Dior Homme Intense is magic. Is it worth your buck? I would say definitely. Every single cent you spend on this, bang for buck. Any fragrance that is better than this? Dior Homme Parfum better than this? Nope. Dior Homme Parfum is better if you crave for leather. So that's where I'll buy it and I'll do side-by-side comparison. This one in the performance category, Dior Homme Parfum takes this down. It's not as potent as Dior Homme Parfum, but Dior Homme Parfum, it's like also like very, you know, you can actually see what they're trying to do. Valentino Homme Intense, you see they're the sweetness, the cacao, the cocoa mix and stuff, you know. So you can see their niche, but this one, you cannot. It keeps you guessing. It's very playful. It's very flirty. It's very much mysterious. It's good for dates, and you know, ladies smell this on you, they'll be like, hi. They would like to know you more. That's where I think this is magic. All right, this is where it has this credit. It's sitting right in the middle of the whole lineup, and this one is saying, you guys try. Let's see what you guys can do. But I am Dior Homme Intense. So that's Dior Homme Intense for you. All right. Definitely, even if people don't understand it, they will know this is high class stuff. This is very rich stuff. And I consider this, forget about niche and designer people talk about, this is a niche sort of a juice. That's why Dior Homme Intense is so special to me. It doesn't matter what house, how much you paid for it. This is niche quality juice. This is why I decided to do a retake. I hardly do any retakes. And my very close favorite fragrances, this is one of them. Definitely. All-time favorites. And I say, like Sai, I'm married to Dior Homme Intense. How many sprays you go with? Don't spray too much of this. If you spray too much and you smell from very close, which I love, but most of people, they like to smell it from this much distance. So someone comes close to you, give you a hug, mwah, mwah, they smell this on you, whoo. You are not going to be taken lightly, my friends. All right, so do look into Dior Homme Intense. It's a beautiful fragrance. Even if you don't get the concept, keep it. Sometimes you will fall in love with this fragrance. That's the beauty of it. It's not an obvious fragrance. It's not trying too hard. It's not trying to grab your attention. It's not a money grab. It is a betterment on Dior Homme original. This is where the credit is. Like Terminator 2, I always say, is better than Terminator 1. All right. So yeah, Dior Homme Intense, perfect 10 out of 10 in my club, in my family. I'll always have a bottle of this. Gorgeous looking bottle. And Dior, absolutely. I cannot see any weakness in this fragrance. None of it. Like Aventus, I couldn't find. This one maybe only the summertime, don't wear it. It won't last that long. It's just like a beautiful colder weather season. Like little bit cool, little bit, there's no direct sunlight or so much humidity. That's the only time, don't wear it. And don't wear this for casual. That's all. All right. So I said I'm going to make it a short video, but I had to talk about this. So perfect 10 out of 10. And if you want to know what are the must-haves in your collection, Dior Homme Intense is one of them. This is my experience even after having almost close to 200 bottles now. I'm definitely going to buy more bottles, but hardly any fragrance I'll find better than this. I know that for sure because this is the best. This is the best among the best. One of the best in the business. Not going to say one because I have few other favorites, but nothing else can do. Even Valentino Homme Intense, I told you, I put it back in the shelf. This juice, this is special. All right, there you go. Dior Homme Intense for you, and it's EDP concentration. Don't forget that it has that strength. Take care, guys. Have a nice day, and thanks for listening and always supporting. And I can see my subscriptions going, like base is going 2,000 much higher every day. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye.